Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I'm going through requests, and I am going to do alcohol ink. Now, I'm going to show you how I use alcohol ink. I'm going to show you, talk to you about different ways, different things you can use it. It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of videos on how to make your own alcohol ink look in your art journals, or you can use it the same way as you do here. But this time I'm going to use the Tim Holtz Adirondack alcohol ink, and I just pulled out a couple colors. So first and foremost, let's talk about the ink. The inks come in tons of colors. Uh, you can get metallics as well as gold, gold and silver. You can get the whole rainbow, red, maroon, cranberry, blue, green. There are a lot of colors. So it also comes with, well, you have to purchase separately, but works with these, is alcohol blending solution. Now, you don't have to have it. If you find your alcohol inks on clearance somewhere or on sale and you want to just try them, you definitely don't have to have the alcohol blending ink. I use regular alcohol, which I will show you in this, but if you can buy it and afford it and find it, then by all means do so. But I'm just going to work with these today. Now, I just have a metal container. A lot of things come in these metal containers. This is just a, what's it called? Derwent Inktense pencil tin. It's just a tin, but you can use, think about if you get like cookies in a tin, or you go to the dollar store, they have all kinds of metal things, how you can kind of change them or add color to them or something to that effect. This is a metal washer that I make different things with, all kinds of stuff I get at the hardware store. So you can definitely turn this into something for your mixed media or in your art journal, or even jewelry. So we're going to work on that. And then last but not least, I used a product on here. It's called Americana Multi-Surface Satin in Cotton Ball. And it is a acrylic paint, and I put it on here as a type of gesso or sealer, so to say. So you can use anything that you have. This is just watercolor paper, and we're going to see how that works. Also, I have these, which I always have on hand. These are cosmetic makeup sponges. These are the round ones. You can get them in the wedge shaped as well. You get tons in a container, like 12, 20 of them for $1, and these can be used in all your art. And I like to use them with this. Now you can buy the alcohol ink accessories, which come with this. I tend to, sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. Depends on what I have sitting by me. But like I said, if you just want to buy these and use them, these are different ways that you can go about and use these. So I'm going to take this first, and I'm going to move in a little bit, and I want you guys to see how it goes on. All right, so this is just metal, any kind of metal, and I'm just going to take these, and this is Soul. Oh no, I can't even read today. Sailboat Blue, and I'm just going to drop some drops. Now, because it has alcohol in it, it's going to dry fairly fast, so you cannot really play around too long. But what I'm going to do, now you can leave it that dark. You don't have to blend it. Now, I'm going to, I will prime over there so you guys can see the difference, but I just want to show you this. We're just going to play with some colors. Nowadays, you can buy blank metal things, whatever you want. And you just kind of layer. So I'm going to use some yellow. This is Sunshine Yellow. I'm going to drop just a little bit in. And this is just to show you how it goes on metal. Now, you can definitely find metal with nothing on it, like I said. But you see how it just kind of starts doing some fun stuff. And you just kind of do the same thing. And if you mix it a little bit, you'll see some of the green coming up. But I'm going to leave those like that. And then this color is cranberry. I'm just going to drop it in. And drop it in here. Now, if you had the blending solution, you will drop it on, you know, you'll blend them all together or drop them on. I'm going to use a little bit of alcohol to show you if I can find my dropper. I always have droppers. Where'd they go? Here it is. Let me grab my dropper. And then I'm just going to, and you see how it just kind of makes it run a little, just a little drop. And you get these great patterns. Let's set that here just for a second. Now, if you let this dry, if you see, now if we're doing this on paper or even on here, you can see this almost gives you a rose, like a flower-like consistency. So once this dries, you let it dry, you know, just a few seconds. Alcohol dries very, very fast. Probably give it about 5 minutes. Now you can go in with your paint pen, your permanent alcohol ink marker, or, you know, Faber-Castell, whatever you have, and you can outline all this to make these beautiful flowers, and you can do this whole thing. Now, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna paint this. I'm gonna prime this real quick. Let me see. We'll do this. Just a little bit of gesso. Probably should have did this first, but we'll go on to do the other one. Let me put this on here. We'll just do here because we want this to kind of be, that's not going to cover it enough. I thought I grabbed the right thing. Apparently I didn't. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's what we want. So I'm just going to gesso this. And it's just plain gesso. So now you see how the bottom, you're not going to be able to see through it, which is really, really good. But like I said, you can definitely play. And I'm just going to go like this. I can see that that's still a little bit wet, so that's going to smear it a little bit, but I don't care. I'm going to use it as paint. Okay. Rinse off my brush, close my gesso, and give that a second. And set this aside. And now, let's go on our metal washer. Now, this is a texture, you know, like a sponge tool. The difference with this and with this is the makeup sponge is much less absorbent. But I'll show you both because if you only have this and you want to play with it, that's fine. Let me see if I have other. Let me do brighter colors. Let's do, what color are you? Watermelon. Let's do watermelon and citrus. Okay. And I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to put some of this. Now you can see it goes right in there, but let's see what we can get from it. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take a watermelon. I think this is a plaid pouncer. But you can get these at the dollar store. You can get them anywhere. All right, so I have the two colors on there. And I'm going to take this. And look how that goes on there. So, I mean, it changes the whole color. And you get that delicious color. Now, if you have a little spray bottle or just do a little drop, touch it. Look how that runs. Touch it. And it makes it puddle around, which then gives you more to play. Then you can add your green and you just keep adding. And then I'm going to set this aside because once that dries, I'm going to show you how it won't move. Just gonna add a little bit green there. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna use this on the other side of that so you can see the difference. Now you can see here, you can use it on your paper, but you're not gonna get the same kind of look. It's going to sink right in because that alcohol is going to go right in. Now you can see I put some of the alcohol on there and it is making it run a little bit. So you definitely can play and do this, but you won't get the full effect of it. Okay, so up here I have that coating that I put down. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to drip. I'm just going to do a bunch of colors. No rhyme or reason. And the gesso or the paint or whatever it is I put down will help it not sink in. And some yellow. And then I have a little bit in here and I'm just going to flick it. You can see as I flick it, it goes in there. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go around and blend it all. And you can definitely go over it. That's on a gessoed page, but this has no gesso on it, so you can see the difference of how it kind of sinks in. But if I take a little bit more alcohol and just drip, I'll drip from up high. It helps it run. Now this will run a little bit. You're not going to get too much from it, but you can see it making it separate. But look how cool that is. And you see how that works? So let me do this. This will be a good thing too. This is just a plastic container. You can get these at the dollar store. You can get these at the craft store. Let's say you want to send a gift for something or, you know, whatever, and you buy a plastic container. You can just take your alcohol ink and take your colors. Let's say you want this to be green and, you know, green and yellow vibe to it. I'm just moving it around. I'm going to give that a second, and then I'm going to put a blue in the middle, just a blue dot, and it's going to run. It's probably hard for you guys to really see this here because it needs to dry. I don't usually use the heat gun with alcohol ink. I'm sure you probably can. I haven't. You just got to be careful of the smell, the odor that comes up from it. All right, well, that dries for a second because that alcohol is going to go away. But now we have our color started on there. So it's not just that silver anymore, we have color. And if you want more color, let's do a little bit of blue. Now you can see on here, I still have blue on there. Let's do this. See, it's already dry. Bad call, Cal. All right, that's all right. Just a drop. I don't want too much. And I'm going to go in and just kind of add it around. And this kind of smooths it out a little bit, if that makes sense. You can leave it very much like this, where it's like just kind of I always like to call it blown out in a sense because it's not, but this, see now look, just adding that little bit of color. Look how good that looks. It's starting to get very patinaed. And then once that dries, we can go on and add another color if you want. I don't know, I already have green on there. I don't know if I want to add. I just kind of want to stick with these same colors. I'm just going to do a drop. I think this one, I'm just going to do a drop and I'm going to let it go. I'm just going to let it find its own way. And see how that's separating and running? So go to your local hardware store. We have Lowe's, Home Depot, what's the other one? Harbor Freight. And these are like 15 cents a piece. And you will find I have so many metal things that I've bought that I just keep buying to use and to hoard. And you definitely can use them in your mixed media, in your jewelry making. So we have a little blue there. I mean green. I'm going to add just a little blue. Look how that just goes. And then a little yellow. I could sit and play and make mixed colors all day. That'll be the last I do though. And I'm just letting that sit. So you can see this side's where I kind of blended it together. That's the blending tool you can buy in this not range, but in the alcohol ink thing, gig. So, and you would get this kind of look on this side, but you can also get this kind of look and play. And I'm going to just lift it up and kind of hold it this way, hold it that way for a second, and just kind of let it flow all around. And if you want, you can hold this up here and give it a squirt of the alcohol. Look at that. Look at that look. Let me see if this is almost, it's almost dry. Give it another second. I just want to show you what that looks like. Now there's a little butterfly on there. I don't care. It just adds to the texture and the look of it. But I just want to show you what you can do and how you can change things. You can use these together or as one if you want to do a color palette. So let me show you. Now can you see? So you have that whole top. I don't even know how good you can see. It's really a shame that you can't really see it as good as I want you to. But now it's changed. It's green. It's green. Now I need to let it dry a little bit longer because as I move it, it flows a little bit. But it's like this transparent green. You can use this on glass. I don't think I have anything glassy. You can use it on wire. So let's say, problem is I sit and then I start playing and then I get very excited. All right, where'd my things go? Here. Let's do this one. All right, so I'm gonna get a piece of wire. Just a piece of wire, and all I'm gonna do is kind of roll it, right? We're gonna make like a, I don't know, like we're making something for jewelry or a ring or what have you. Obviously this is a copper wire. All right, very free form. I'm gonna lay that down there, and I'm gonna take this. Now you can cut this into different sizes that you want to use, but I'm gonna use the cranberry color because I already have it on here, and I'm just gonna drip a couple drips there. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go and you can obviously hold it down if you want. A little bit more. And what happened, now you can use a silver wire, copper wire, gold wire. What happens is, don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but it colors it. Can you see the difference? And you can color this to whatever color that you want. You can make it for earrings because it's now going to stay on here permanently because the alcohol dries and the ink dries. So you can color it whatever you want. If you're making something, if we're going to make something out of this, I'm going to show you this. This is how this came out. You can see it's a little wet still, but really cool looking. And then you can take your wire and I'm going to unwind it. And you can take it. You can take it through, twist it. And then you can add this, you know, make a bail, make a jump, a hoop. I'm not gonna be able to do it without my tools right now, but there you go. So you can make this for your necklace and hang it on your on your leather cording, whatever your necklace chain or whatever you have, and you have a really cool. Now you would make this tighter. I would do this tighter. I don't want to even just turn it. You can get smaller ones. These come in different sizes and you can stack them. You can do whatever you want. And then you can hang it on your cord and you have a great pendant. I mean, it doesn't, or you could add it on your bracelets. You can make this jewelry in your mixed media. You know, I love doing that. So look how much fun. And you definitely can spray it to fix it, but you really don't have to because it's not going anywhere. So that's with that. I don't know. I get so excited and I just love doing this stuff. And I just love playing and I love trying things. Different things. Okay, so let's get back to this. This is that we gessoed. And then look. And what I love about this is, now you can make your gesso very smooth. You don't have to, you know, make it. I have brush strokes in mine, but I love it. And I'll show you as we get close up. But look how cool. And this is just a few examples. I mean, there are so many different ways. Look at that you can add a little bit of alcohol from on top. It just helps it spread. And then if you want to do it with the pouncer or the, let's do this, with the pouncer or the cosmetic sponge. I just love it. This is so much fun. Can't stand it. I'll just touch a little bit in there. That'll make it green. And then just take your pouncer and you can definitely blend them all together and get all kinds of different looks. You know? And just play. And you can decorate this whole thing. You just gesso the back and you decorate it. And you make your own thing and you can layer on it. You can do this all alcohol ink and then cut a piece of cardstock or watercolor paper or whatever to fit like in the middle or around it, like you know what I mean? And you can put like to you from me, whatever. It's just a lot of fun. Let me show you what the, this is the gold. Let me shake it. You have to shake them. This is the Mixative Gold. So let's add so I can show you the metallic. And it's not shaking real good. Come on, Cal. I think these need little balls in the bottom to help a little bit. Let me see if I have another one. I know I do. Let's see if the silver works better. Let's This is silver. Okay. Oh, this one has a ball. Maybe the other one, the ball's stuck. Okay, let's see. Looks like it's mixed. Yep. And then we can just do that. And we can add it. Just to add more dimension to it. And then here's some gold. Now the gold's stuck for some reason, so I'm going to have to, I'll probably put that in water to get that back. And then do the same thing. And it just helps it spread. And you get this great fun. Just fun. Look how, I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm playing for this. It's just a lot of fun. I want to put some, I just put a drop of the cranberry in there. Let's see what it does. If I use I'm going to pick some of it up and go over here. Oh, and it makes it metallic. This is just, I just have fun doing stuff like this. Oh, so much fun. I could sit here all day and pounce. But these are just a few things that you can do with it. It really is a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing a giveaway with these. I'm going to do an actual project. I'm actually going to use polymer clay and do an actual project with these. But I wanted to give you guys, I know a lot of you have been asking for me to do a video just to show a few things that I do with these. And this is a few things. I could go on for hours. I'm not going to bore you. I might do a live show with them when I do the project that I want to do in the giveaway. But okay. But this is just, just a lot of fun just to sit and play. Like I said, you can use them on your paper. So if you see them in clearance and you're like, oh, you thought you never could use them, you can use them in a lot of ways. You can use them to redo your metal containers that you have, jars, your glass jars. You can make them into nice storage for your art supplies or something in your home, or make them into something nice for somebody else as a gift, to put a little gift in. This is the plastic, and I love how it dried because it picked up the, let's see if you can see this. It picked up the cracks in it. Look at that. I know you guys can't. It's really a shame you guys really can't see that. And then, like I said, you play on your paper. We have this kind of stuff. You can make, just so much stuff, so much fun. So give me a thumbs up if you guys like seeing stuff like this and how I use it. I could go on for another hour doing this because I really love it. And they're so versatile, and you really can use them. Now, the next video I will do on the alcohol inks is comparing this kind of thing with what I showed in my other videos where we do our own alcohol inks with acrylic paint. So you can kind of see, what you can do and how they're relatable and how much they are like each other and how much they're not. So a lot of fun. I just love doing these comparisons and stuff. So let me know if you guys use this and some things that you guys like to use these with. Leave in the comments below. And I read all of your comments. I really do. I know I'm very lackluster, or lackadaisical rather, on getting back to you guys the past few days, but I'm working on it. And but yeah, leave me down below what you guys think about these, how you guys use them. And like I said, I'm going to have a video coming up with me working on using them with polymer clay and other things, some glass things, just a little, kind of thing, and using the acrylic paint as well. So we can see. So as always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much. Keep your eyes out for a giveaway that'll be coming up next week. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye, guys.